Travis, it's me. Are you ready for your last battle to the death?
Yeah,
You know where to go?
it's close by. Hold on. Someone's at the door.
It's my first time here.
Isn't it?
A VIP just showed up. Talk to you soon.
Sure.
Sylvia, I can't figure you out.
You don't like me?
I didn't say that. But there's a lot of things about you I don't get.
You lie? You're greedy? You're a fucking contradiction in heels.
You hate me.
Well, your personality kinda sucks.
So you do hate me.
I'm crazy about you.
What do you mean?
Fuck if I know. Downward fucking dog!
Yeah, they went there. Let me go see if she's still back there. Yo, she is. How's it going, girl? How you do? Something about her just looks kind of funny. Oh, no, there's a trash bin there and we knocked it over. Alright, so I wonder if... I just want to test this. It won't let me play with Jean. I was going to see if you could still play with Jean and if she'd still be in the background, but it won't let me. So screw it. Let's go on. Let's knock it out. Alright, last one.
I don't remember anything else. But you see, I've forgotten everything. This place is closing today. The owner's shutting us down and moving back to his hometown. It'd be nice to go home too. Since it's the last day, are you expecting something special? What are you expecting? Why do you listen? Well, it doesn't matter. I never really expected to know. You came here almost every day. You paid to hear me ramble on. And that gave me as much happiness as I can hope for. After falling this far, there's nothing left to lose. Every day as joyless as the one before it. With eyes closed, I continue to endure my existence. But I feel that I've been able to open them just a little. Today, since it's our last chance, I want to hear your voice. Let me hear what you sound like, who you are. Just once.
Alright, it's time to cut some head. Yo, we got ecstasy already. I'm curious. I think there's something about this. Now, I haven't done this rank 1 in a long time. So, like, when I did, it was back when I first played through the game. So, I don't have any practice on this area. But I do remember bits of it. So, just forgive me if at any point I'm kind of in fucking limbo. you know, do my best. Common sense. Hi, wow, getting attacked. Alright, see, now I was curious if you were going to have ecstasy all the time for a minute, since you started with it, but I guess maybe not. I don't know if that's secretly leftovers from Alice's fight, but I just had it and carried over. I don't think so, but, or maybe you just automatically start with it, whatever. Regardless, it stood out to me. What's up, homie? Go. There we go. Gelato? Oh, man. That's what I decided to name my, it's Palossand, the sand castle Pokemon. That's what I decided to name it, because of Gelato Beach. I was like, yeah, Sandcastle Secret, but it's just kind of funny to name it because it's ice cream. There you go. But, oh man, how do I even find words for this? I'm trying, dude, I'm trying. There's one thing in particular, because I remember the opening cutscene for this ranked thing, and that's where I was like, yeah, I have to LP this game at some point. Because it just had one of those jaw-dropping moments, I guess, where it's like, yeah, I feel like people need to see this. I need to show people. So I can say good about that. But I do know that this rank 1 is infamous for being terrible. So, like, I've heard it compared to other things in regard of like, yeah, this is a stain on, in other words, good game. Which I would say it's a good game. I just wouldn't say it's as good as the first one. It has its strengths and it has its weaknesses, just like everything in life. There's chests here, I need them. Give me that. I didn't really need it, but whatever. That doesn't even matter. There's an exclamation point over there, though. Hi! I'm trying to use ecstasy. Now it works. There we go. Alright, yeah, now I'm really trying to find fucking words. And I don't want to look at the sheet because, again, like, every time I look at it, I just think of, like, wow, this is not appropriate for this game. Oh, that's why. Because, okay, so this whole time it'll be like, yeah, you can go here, but... Alright, Travis. It looked like there was marks on the escalator themselves. I've seen escalators straight up close down, like, out of order. I'm like, wow, that's not supposed to be how it works. They're just stairs. Why are you blocking them off? Like, could you imagine if you just walked into a place and you just see like a warning sign or something in front of a pair of stairs, and you're like, mate, what kind of company are you keeping? I took a picture of it, but that was on an old phone a long time ago. I don't think I have access to that picture anymore. But yeah, it was at the mall, a straight up fucking out of order sign in front of some escalators, and I was just really confused. And I remember that being a Mitch Hedberg joke. And I was like, oh man, obviously these people have never heard of him. Oh, I see you, come here. I need to get as much damage in on you as I can before it's too late. I don't think it's even going in on Chainsaw, dude, it's not. Goody. It was all wasted. All wasted. Alright, see that other dude with the Tweety Birds? Let's get him. What else was there? There was something. There was a game where, like, I want to say Pokemon or something? Like Confusion. But it had rubber ducks. And I think maybe that might have been Stadium 1. And then in Coliseum they switched it to the stars, and we were just like, oh, we missed the, no, because Coliseum, or Stadium had the question marks. I don't even remember what it was. Something had rubber ducks, and we just thought it was the funniest thing to, like, use that for confusion. Or dizziness, or something like that. Damn, I can't remember what it was. I'm out of here. Alright, here's a random thing. I think I've said this before. One of my favorite things was to play Tony Hawk as a kid and then like fuck up grinding on a rail and then watch him hurt his genitals. I don't know why, but it was just really funny to watch him be like, "Ugh!" In reality, it's quite a tragic thing. And that's a primary reason why I don't skate for real, because I value my genitals and my bones. And what was it, Scarred? That show fuck up, man, dude. Like, there was a dude, he just biffed, and then his arm, like, shattered. Just, holy hell, the things that can happen to people. It's not fun. Alright, so I can't open up. There's 2 chests there. Alright, well, I guess we'll just go around. Stop that. I can hear claws at the door that's saying, "Let me in so I can annoy you." And then I'm gonna let him in. And then he's gonna walk right back out the door and want to be let out again because he's a fucking twatting shite. There we go. I also think it's entertaining to know that the capture card I'm using is just basically cat. So I want to imagine, like, all the Spanish people in the world are like, why are these white people talking about what's going on? Why are they talking about cats? I'm really confused. I also think it's kind of entertaining to think, like, that in a different culture, a cat is, it knows that its name is El Gato, and I think that that's kind of cool to think about. Like, the idea that they can understand concepts of language. Like, my cats understand cat because they know they're cats. But, like, to some Spanish hombre, they could be El Gatos, and they'll be like, "What's an El Gato?" And that's just kind of cool to think that to someone out there, that's normal. Like, I love differences in cultures and stuff like that. I think it's super fascinating. And that's kind of one thing that annoys me, is I feel like people are trying so hard to push away. What the fuck? Push away from that, and they really don't need to. They're like, everyone's the same. I'm like, embrace what makes us different, though, and, like, talk about how cool your stuff is. Like, that's cool to me. I don't want everyone to be the same. I'm glad, sort of, I'm in the time period I am, because, what was it, South Park? Everyone just looked like a bald mochaccino. Like, that's not a future I want. I don't want everyone to look the bastard same. I like seeing, like, differences and being like, yeah, here's a difference in style, here's a difference in personality, here's a difference in culture. Like, it's cool. And that's kind of a thing that I wish more people thought, but saying something like that just instantly turns on to you're racist, and it's like, no, I'm not. I'm the one embracing differences, and you're the one complaining about them, saying everything needs to be the same. Like, I'm the one accepting it, saying, no, this is awesome. Let's get more awesome stuff. Get out of here. Top of that, man. Oh, there's his head. Whew. That's not something you really pay too much attention to. Spend all this time cutting people's heads off, and then once one starts bouncing around in front of you, that's when you really take notice. I don't want to use it just in case, but I should. Move! Let's do it. Because I figured it would be a waste for me to do it, but I don't even know. Oh, look at all this stuff. All these chairs. We're at, like, an airport, I guess. We're not at an airport. I figured it's like a hotel of some kind, but it reminds me a lot of an airport. Like, with the way the little stores are set up to the side, you got all these escalators and floors and stuff. That's basically what this area reminds me of. It's just, this feels like an airport to me. Oh, I'm getting shot. Get out of here. What is called Bat Tower. Which, that's the other thing. I swear to God, it was butt in No More Heroes 1. Like, I'm not gonna deny the possibility that I just misread it, but, like, the first playthrough of this game I've ever seen was by Prince Boo, and he also said it was pizza butt, which is more the reason why I've always thought it was right. But the idea that they're, like, so consistent on saying bat in this game is what makes me go, what? So I have no idea. Like, I know I've said butt before, but I don't know. I figured that was just, like, something they changed. But if that's not it, then that's even crazier. Also, apparently, I guess that's supposed to be the motive for this, is the idea that you're, like, during those little assassination missions, you're killing someone of importance to the main character here. And that's, like, incentive for revenge, because, you know, the whole you can't kill without consequence thing. Oh my gosh, which is really funny considering dude's a mob in the Mafia or something like that. You need to get out of here, like, right now. You're getting on my last nerve. Both of you are. Like, we can't have... You want to... Alright, so this is relevant something. But, like, I remember what Afro Samurai was coming out, I was hearing, like, adverts for it. Never saw, like, visuals or anything, but I kept hearing Afro Samurai, and I swear to God, I thought it was a joke for a long time. And then I found it actually existed, and I was like, what the shit? I also thought Geek Squad was a joke at first, because I remember finding out about it. They're like, yeah, we're Geek Squad. I'm like, is this a prank phone call? I can't... Oh, okay. I mean, shit. So many other things in this area you can't break. Thank you.
Hey, what you got there? Get some.
Bring it on!
Sorry, really had to take in the music. This is so good. I miss, like, it's... Oh, it's so good because you know it was, like, intentionally done, too. And it's just fantastic. I love it. Oh my gosh. It probably seemed like I didn't have anything to say. I was like, nope, this music, dude. It's so good to hear it. Like, it's weird. But I fucking love it. I lose my shit, my bonkers. We go willies for it here. Which actually, that's a thing I never bothered looking into. Because I remember that being one of the primary reasons I was introduced to this game was because of the censorship of No More Heroes 1 in everywhere but America. But I have no idea if No More Heroes 2 got censored anywhere at all. I assume not. But I always did think it was kind of weird, because, like, especially for Jan in particular, you know, Japan. Because it's like, Japan's all about fucking crazy-ass gore and violence and shit, and they don't give a fuck about anything. They're Japan. They're fucking out their damn mind. One of the things I always thought was super weird was, the Grimer Pokemon card, where it's, like, originally looking up a little girl's skirt. It's like... It's weird how things can be, like, so sexual, and they just like, yeah, it is what it is, and, like, there's just so little fucks given. But, you know, you can't have excessive blood. I don't know. I'd have to look into it, or someone can just tell me, but I have no idea if this game was even censored overseas. Let alone what the reasoning for the censorship was. That's also something I'm not sure. Like, I remember, I hate this, because I look back at it and I'm like, God, I was such a fucking loser. But, like, that entire English class in university, every fucking paper I wrote about was gaming related. The first one was, like, it was supposed to be one of those argument papers, and this was, No More Heroes 1 was where I argumented over how it shouldn't be censored. And then I did the Ocarina of Time review, and then I did an informative thing on the Wii. And it's just like, I look back at that, I'm like, man, dude, my teacher probably hated the shit out of me or thought I was the biggest fucking loser because he's spending all his damn time reading about video games and he probably don't give a fuck about anything. I remember being too embarrassed to even read the Wii paper aloud to the class, so I gave it to someone else to read it. And, like, the girl I gave it to, she was totally chilled out. She's like, oh, it's cool, I learned a lot. And I was like, cool, because I thought I was a total fucking loser. And then, for that Ocarina of Time multimedia project they had us do, that was the video review that I did. Which I basically just stood up there and let it play, because I knew I would be too fucking nervous to, like, say it in front of everyone. It's just, God, sometimes you just look at yourself and you're like, wow, I'm a fucking dork. And that's pretty much what that was. That's why I had to let the video just play while I stood to the side awkwardly. It's a wonder people deal with me at all. I kind of wear it on my sleeves. Wow, that's almost the truth. Like, it's the truth, but not the truth, because on my sleeve would be my wristband, and on my wristband is, right now, Five Finger Death Punch. I saw a Zelda wristband, and I thought about getting it, and I was like, you know, I think I have enough gamer stuff physically visible, so I decided to swing back to go into the band stuff. Originally, it was Linkin Park, you know. Like, that's the thing I hated, was it's like, oh, but only their first 2 albums are good. And I kind of hate that that was the thing. That's where literally everything Five Finger Death Punch has made, I've been a huge fan of. Chevelle's my number one, but like, they don't have, firstly, any wristbands. Secondly, it's one of those weird bands where it's like, yeah, we have millions of fans, but no one's ever heard of us. And I don't fucking get it. I'm pretty sure I've ranted on this before. So like, when I do find someone who's heard of Chevelle, I'm like, what? You exist? That, and I've got like a huge selection of gamer shirts. I've got a couple band tees, but I think I should probably try and get a couple more. Like, I'd be down with a Chevelle shirt. I don't have that. I have a Linkin Park shirt, Eminem shirt, POD, and Audioslave. Those are the ones that come to mind. POD and Audioslave were just hand-me-down stuff. As to where the Eminem one I got when I was in 5th grade. I also have an Eminem hoodie. I don't know if that thing fits anymore. The Eminem shirt barely fucking fits. Linkin Park I got with the original wristband. That thing still fits. Honestly, that's it. Oh my goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire. There's a lot going on here. All these men who just take a while to kill. We'll use the ecstasy, mate, and you'll get plenty of battery back. See, I just think in general I have a little bit too many shirts. Like, I try giving some away. But recently I've been thinking about, I'm like, you know, I've got some of this space that's filled up by things that, like, I got some polo stuff. And that was just because I needed it for my specialization class. Because they're like, dress dignified. I'm like, alright, fine. But I mean, other than that, I never wear that shit because that's just not who I am. So if I just throw that into some other drawer elsewhere, then it'll probably seem like I have less. But even then, like, I don't feel like I get to really wear my own clothes because a lot of times I'm just fucking 40 hours a week I'm wearing my work clothes. So if I do get to wear a shirt, it's for like 2 hours a day. And even then, it's like, well, hey, it's not dirty. I've been wearing it for 2 hours and I've been sitting at home while wearing it. So I just wear it the day after too. And I'm like, okay, 2 days is enough. But like, it doesn't feel like I get to wear it. And then when you count in the idea of that being a week, and it's like, all right, well, do laundry or 2 weeks. You know, it just feels like I don't go through enough to justify. Like, I've got so many like I forgot I even had a Simpsons shirt up until a little bit ago. Like, I was thinking, I was like, do I? And I was like, oh right, I had that one that I got as a, I think that was, oh, I don't even remember if that was middle school or high school. I think it was high school. It's very subtle though. It's like, well, sort of. It's Bart Simpson, but like from his perspective, looking at Homer, Otto, Lenny, and Carl, and it says, I see dumb people. And like, I mean, it's about as subtle as you can get. Like, obviously you're seeing Simpsons characters, but it's not like bright yellow and saying The Simpsons or anything on it. I had a South Park shirt, You Will Respect My Authority, but that was super small on me. Well, I got it when I was 14. That was before I started growing. And I gave that to my now dead best friend, which I hope to God that all the clothes I gave her are not in the trash, because that's one of my biggest concerns. Like, I just gave that woman so much clothes off my own back. I hope that it's gone somewhere good. So, that's a thing. I can't remember. I remember like 2 shirts in particular I gave her. I gave her that, I gave her Champion. I just remember giving her a bunch of stuff I either didn't wear or was too small for me. And girls can fit into some fucking small shit. So, I didn't really have to worry about it. Alright, this might just be like Alice Twilight 2, where I might have to cut it into 2. I don't even know. Well, I got ecstasy, so I guess we can use it. Let me just take in this music for a small second. I thought this was it. This is it. Okay. Alright, yeah, it's up to like 23 minutes, so maybe split now.